If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
I think they should beg Tom Brady to come back.
Why does everyone want me to retire so bad? I don't get it. I'm having fun. The team's doing good.
I don't think Tom Brady's calling Bucko Bruce and saying, hey, can you trade me to another team? This is Jason Light or Glazer level decision making. Arians can say all he wants, but at the end of the day, I don't think he's making the decision.
I understand it. That would be the line that I would take right now. Let's see what San Francisco, let's just say, entertainment purposes only, San Francisco is interested in Tom Brady. Now, they could have had him 2 years ago, and they decided to stay with Jimmy G. Now you are going to move on from Jimmy G, and Trey Lance isn't ready to play yet. It would be a brilliant move if you could get Tom Brady now. Let Trey Lance learn from Tom Brady. Brady plays 1 year. He wanted to play for the team that he grew up rooting for, the 49ers. That is a team that's ready to win now, and maybe he could get one more chance. I think he would look at this and say, I have a better chance to win another Super Bowl in San Francisco than I do in Tampa.
Whether Tom Brady plays football again or not, he is not leaving the state of Florida. Okay? You come down to Florida, you don't leave. Listen to that, okay? You don't leave. I'm a Florida guy. You know what it feels like for me to come to Indianapolis? If he plays football again or not, he is not leaving the state of Florida. Put all that San Francisco stuff aside, okay? Just put it aside.
To me, the best case scenario for the Buccaneers is if Tom Brady decides to come back.
I don't think it's going to be so clearly good and so clearly expensive that they couldn't reabsorb Brady. I just don't think Brady wants to be reabsorbed by them. And maybe this dance is all about just making it harder for him to go somewhere else. Because from Arians' perspective, does he really want to see Brady go to San Francisco and be a Super Bowl quarterback and win another one in his first year? Right. If he does that somewhere else, it makes it look even more irrelevant that Arians had a role in it, that others had a role in it. It just looks like Brady goes somewhere where there's a lot of talent in place, and he's the difference maker. He's the one that pushes them to a Super Bowl championship and no one else.
The Glazer family, no matter what, is going to look at Brady and go, yes, if you really want to go somewhere, I think they'll make it happen. They're good people.
At the end of the day, who's the unquestioned leader of that team? See, when Brady was there, you had guys like Sue, Levante David, those guys kind of say, you know what? Tom Brady's here. Let me go ahead and play my role. Let me go ahead and get in my role on this team the way it's supposed to be. Now, without Tom Brady there, where's the leadership? Especially offensively. I know you have Mike Evans and all those guys, but where's the general? And you need a guy like that, at the quarterback position.
2 weeks from today, Brady turns 44. His personal trainer, Alex Courier, was on Adam Schefter's podcast and was asked about how much longer Brady will play. Listen to this.
So you think he's playing this year and next year at a minimum?
Yes.
And you say that unequivocally without hesitation.
When he did his extension last year, in my mind, it was a cap management tool. It wasn't, hey, I really love it here. I want to extend my commitment by a year. And that's important because if he did that deal last year as a favor to them to reduce his cap number, it makes it easier for him to go to them quietly and say, why are you doing this? If I want to go somewhere else, just let me go. Whether it's release me, whether it's trade me for some face-saving fifth-round pick or something like that. But don't stand in my way if I want to go somewhere else, because all I had to do last year was not do the stupid extension and keep you in a bad salary cap spot, and that wouldn't have been good for anybody. So let's not play this game. Right. Yes, you have me under contract for a year, but I signed a 2-year deal 2 years ago, and that's the deal we should be thinking about.
I know I'm a little bit older than most of the other guys, but, I'm really enjoying it. I obviously enjoy the experience of playing in this game. This has been, obviously a dream come true, many times over. And, it takes a lot of hard work to get here. Our team, I think, is working hard. We had a good practice today. We're going to need a couple more good ones. We're playing against, great football teams. So I'm not thinking about retirement. I'm thinking about the Super Bowl and trying to win the most important game of the year. And it's going to take a lot to do it.
Just think about it. this offense was just starting to evolve to the next level of having Tom Brady, again on this team and starting to evolve to the next level. Now you're going to have a rookie quarterback. There's calls that Byron Leftwich just can't make.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows the play, but there's going to be calls he can't make. This offense is going to be hamstrung to a degree because of the quarterback, because the quarterback doesn't have that institutional knowledge and experience.
Every day, Jason Light should be texting Tom Brady and being like, dude, we miss you, we love you. They've got to put every bit of their energy into getting Brady back, because this team right now is built to be around Brady. To Mike and James' point, like, Kyle Trask might be fine down the road, but they're not winning a Super Bowl with Kyle Trask.
Bruce Arians, Buccaneers head coach, had this to say about Tom Brady playing again.
If he comes back, I don't think so, because of the reasons he retired. But if he does, he's going to be playing for us.
Yeah, Bruce also went on to say it's bad business to let Tom sort of dictate where he wants to play. If he comes back, he's going to play for us or he's not going to play.
If Tom Brady wants to return but isn't a Buccaneer, as a GM, how would you handle it?
I wouldn't want him to go anyplace else. And about a decade ago, I dealt with something very similar with Brett Favre. We had just hired Rex Ryan. We knew we wanted to go young, so we drafted Mark Sanchez. We knew Brett wanted to go to the NFC, so that made it a little bit more like we could live with it. It wasn't perfect by any stretch. And to Coach Arians' point, why would I let Tom Brady go someplace else, specifically like a team like the 49ers, who we're competing against? So it is bad business. I would try to recruit him. They're not going to get anybody even close to him. We got to remember, he had one of his best seasons last year, despite his age. So I agree with Coach Arians. It would be bad business to let him go anyplace else.
What was interesting, and James sort of hit on it, Arians was like surly a little bit about things. Like, we would never trade him. We would never let him. We would never get him out of the division. We would never trade. And then he said, why do you think Brady keeps talking about this? Because players sometimes like to hear their names out in the media. Like, Arians yesterday was on one, and I think to a piece of this, it's like, all right, we need to sit down, Jason and Bruce, and be like, if Brady's ever going to come back here, we need to make a concerted effort to put our arms down and just say, hey, Tom, not only is the light on, the red carpet is rolled out, and we were coming back from 24 points and almost beat the Rams. And who knows if we don't lose that game, if we win it all again, maybe we run it back for just one more time. I think you got to put all your eggs in Brady's basket.
Tom Brady comes to town, changes the face of your franchise, wins you a Super Bowl, and he asks for a trade, and you're going to say no? I
did ask somebody who I thought would know about this. Did Brady and Arians, did it fall apart there? And the person I talked to said, I will say this. Tom had one of the best seasons of his career at age 44 with this offense, with this offensive coordinator, with this head coach. Does that answer your question? And I go, I guess. I mean, it seems like if Tom didn't like the play calling or was upset with Bruce Arians, then you'd never know it by the numbers that he put up this year.
Out of respect for the greatest quarterback of all time, who won you a ring in your 1 year there, that you're going to prevent that, I think that would be messy.
Still a business. Still a business.
I hear it. No, it's still a business, but Kay, there's a lot to that because Bruce Arians is talking tough. But if Tom says, hey, guys, my dream is to play in San Francisco or wherever, it's where I grew up, like, do me a solid. You guys didn't go to the playoffs for 9 years. We went to the playoffs twice and won a Super Bowl. Can you do me a solid as Tom Brady, as I did you a solid? Are they really going to have the stones to look at him and say, no? I don't know. We'll see.
That's it for this video. I post a new Tom Brady video every day, so please like and subscribe. That way you'll always have a new Tom Brady video to watch every single day.